Hey, welcome back, everybody. Well, we're going to talk about bridal dresses in just a minute, but we want to thank Celebrations Party and Events for letting us use some of their decorations for the set today. They decked us all out, and it looks absolutely fabulous. So, all right, thanks a bunch. All right, right now we're going to talk a little bit about the dresses, and we've got Luann from Bridal Elegance here. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is always fun to shop, even though my daughter's only 10. I'm always looking at dresses, you know, looking at magazines and things like that. We're talking specifically about winter weddings this morning, because this is the time of year to be planning maybe for next winter. So tell us a little bit about what's hot.
What's hot this year is a lot of lace again, a lot of tooling. We're seeing a lot with embellishments on the top. Still strapless.
Strapless is big, huh?
Strapless.
Even in the winter?
In the winter also.
So what if brides wear over the gown?
Well, they have small jackets, bolero jackets. We sell the full-length cape with the fur and the hood. So that's
I like
always
that.
fun.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's talk a little bit about our bride number one. I love this dress. First of all, the color. Let's talk about the color a little bit, Luann.
This is an ivory dress. It's got the tooled bottom, but a lot of embellishment on top with the sweetheart neckline, a lot of rhinestones, pearls. It's got a small train that can come out, but it's very plain train, so it's very fun to wear. It's more of a ball gown type fit and flare type dress.
I love that dress. Price guesstimate?
About $1,100.
Okay, and is that about the average that brides spend?
Usually about $800 to $1,100 is our average.
A lot of detail in that dress is really what I like about it. And I do, in winter weddings, do you want to stay away from white and do a little bit more ivory?
I would say I sell probably more 7 ivory to 3 white during the winter. It's more in their skin tones and hair colors. It's really not all about I have to wear white anymore.
I love it. Absolutely beautiful. Thanks so much. All right, bride number 2. And this bride is fun because we've got a little bit of color.
We're seeing a lot of color this year.
Are you? Really? Now, tell me about that.
This one has the claret trim. You know, of course, they could order it all white or all ivory, but with the claret trim, you can match that with your bridesmaids' gowns. And
Very fun.
It just adds a little accent to the gown with the dropped waist and with the embroidery going all the way through the gown. It really shows off the bottom also.
I love that. And this is very a little bit more simple, which I like too.
Very simple. Could be more for an older bride.
That's what I was thinking.
Second time weddings. A lot of the second time weddings, they want to add a little color to their wedding too.
Sure. Very, very flattering. Could you do, I mean, that obviously is a very wonderful winter color. Could you do any color? I mean,
you can do the light blues. I had just had a bride in yesterday, ordered black.
Ooh.
She's doing a black and white wedding to keep it very traditional and very classic.
Nice. Very
so,
very
yeah,
nice.
You can do a lot of colors with any of the gowns.
And guesstimate price on this?
That one's $800.
Okay, so in that, you know, it's affordable. And thank you so much. Let's talk about mother of the bride because I think that's one of the hardest. I'm dreading that. You know, because you want to look elegant, you want to look wonderful, but you also want to look special.
Right. And we have a lot of younger moms now. You know, they don't want to wear the grandma-style dresses.
Right,
so
right.
We're trying to find more mothers' gowns. A lot of them, they want just a jacket that they could still remove.
But cover up a little of that arm.
Cover up the tops of the arms.
Right.
Anything with a cinched waist to make it look smaller. Because, you know, a lot of the women are a little bit in the larger sizes, but there are a lot of petite moms too. So you look for a lot of dresses that have the lace bottoms are very nice to work with because they don't cling, they hang very nicely for the whole day, and the mom just looks as special as the bride.
And what's the in color? What are some of the in colors right now?
Cobalt, and this is claret. So we've been doing a lot of cobalt, sterling silver, claret, and black. Believe it or not, a lot of moms are wearing black.
Really? What's out? What's not so in these days?
I would say more of the taupes, the tans. I've not been selling a lot of those.
Kind of done that.
Because it kind of washes them out.
Right.
They want to do a little bit vibrant color to keep them, you know, in the pictures they'll be with the black tuxedos or the brown tuxedos because we do a lot of the brown tuxedos. So,
if you're, what's your guidelines as far as when should you get your dress?
For the moms, at least 4 months ahead. For the brides, 6 to 8 months ahead, and same for bridesmaids.
Because it takes time. You have to order it and alter it and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah.
We run into Chinese New Year with a lot of the companies, so they shut down for 3 weeks. And then we also run into, our markets are twice a year, so that also slows down shipping. So we just ask that they allow enough time for the dress to come in.
Good idea. Although I think that's probably the first thing brides do after they get engaged. That's the fun one. Let's find a dress.
Yes.
All right, Bridal Elegance. Thank you so much,
You're
Luann.
welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Coming up next, we're going to head back to the kitchen. Oh, and that's another gorgeous one, too, she brought along. We're going to make some more fun cupcakes, and we're also going to talk about creating a romantic bedroom. We'll be back.